Let's get straight into action. My name is Mokhele Mahlase, but go ahead and call me Mo. I have been clean and sober for 2.5 years. It hasn't been an easy journey, but I thought I should make this video and share my journey with you and give you my top 5 tips to quit abusing alcohol for good. Let's get straight into it. So, tip number 1. Giving up alcohol is a very, very difficult thing. Do not underestimate how big that commitment is. And when you do make that commitment, you should know that you're making a commitment for life. But a lifetime definitely sounds like a long time. And your brain is not going to be able to comprehend such a long time. So, what you need to do to overcome that is that you need to tell yourself that you need to go without alcohol just for one more day. That's all it takes. Your brain can process smaller numbers and it doesn't seem like it's too overwhelming. So, my first tip is take it one day at a time. Just tell yourself that you're going to stay clean and sober just for one day. Tip number 2, you need to stay active. Your body has a way of releasing some positive endorphins when you stay active. So do not sit around and mope and feeling sorry for yourself. Get out there, get some sunshine, get some fresh air, and start walking if you're not active, and slowly build up to running. Get your heartbeat going. Do any form of exercise. That is one way that will really help you to stay away from whatever substance you're abusing. Tip number 3. Let's see how we deal with cravings. Cravings are a big problem for recovering addicts like myself. So you need to understand that cravings are not permanent. And this goes for any form of craving, whether it's craving for chocolate, craving for sex, craving for anything that you're trying hard to stay away from. So don't let cravings control you. You need to control the craving. So what you need to do when you get a craving, acknowledge the craving. Don't try and be under the illusion that you're not gonna crave and the feeling you're experiencing is not a craving. Just acknowledge that I'm craving right now and this feeling is not gonna be here forever. Within no time you will have even forgotten that you were craving. So just understand that you will crave. It'll get easier and easier over time. In the beginning, the cravings will be very strong, but they will start getting weaker and weaker as time goes. My sponsor used to say, when you are in recovery, it's like you are swimming against the tide, because the tide is basically everyone else. The whole world, the whole society is like it's moving in this direction, and you are trying to move in an opposite direction. And that doesn't change. The tide doesn't change its strength. But what happens is when you are swimming upstream or you are rowing against the tide, you get stronger and stronger. And eventually you are able to swim upstream. And it gets easier and easier to swim upstream. And it's definitely because you get stronger, not that the tide gets weaker. Tip number 4, you need to find a leisure activity. You need to find something. You need to find something that'll keep you busy. You need to stay busy. When you stop drinking alcohol, you will be surprised how much time alcohol used to take away from you, because time just goes by so quickly when you are drinking alcohol. And another problem is that the next day you are usually in bed. If you've had a heavy night, you're usually in bed trying to recover from the effects of heavy drinking. So once that time is available back to you, you need to find something to fill it with. And there are lots and lots of ways to do it. I started taking on art and craft, do music, cook. You will find so many other fulfilling things to do. Spend time with your family, take swimming lessons, take art lessons, take drama lessons, take public speaking lessons. Just go play golf. Just go out there and do something that'll keep you active and that'll keep you busy. You need to stay busy. because one of the things that causes a relapse is that people become complacent and then they just go back to the bottle. And now for my fifth and final tip on how to quit drinking for good. I'm slowly approaching 1,000 days without any form of alcohol, and I've been clean and sober. So it's been very difficult, but it's been well worth it. And I hope you also one day can reach a milestone of 1,000 days clean and sober. So my fifth tip is actually more of a quote than a tip. My sponsor sent me a quote, and he said, addiction is generally giving up a lot of things just for one thing, to accommodate one thing. When you are addicted to a substance or whatever, you do give up a lot of things. There are a lot of things that you give up. I can name a lot of examples. You give up time with your family that you could have spent. You give up exercise. You give up just reading. There are so many things. You can make yourself a long list of things that you actually give up in order to keep this habit that you have, whether it's alcohol, drugs, or whatever. So addiction is giving up a lot, or some people say giving up everything for one thing. And then the opposite of addiction, we could say, is recovery. So recovery is giving up one thing for a lot of things. So you give up one thing so that you can get so many things. So look at it this way. You can give up many things in order to accommodate one thing, or you can give up one thing in order to accommodate so much. So I wish you all the very best. Shout out, leave a comment for me, hit a like, I'll appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel and I will send you more videos on my journey to recovery, how I'm doing and what I do. And again, my name is Mo, and thank you for watching.